実の問題と思えないほど物語の世界を歩んでいるような感じで31年を過ごしてきました。
Sakie and Shigeru Yokota rarely share their story away from the press. The cameras keep their story alive. The attention brings hope for the safe return of daughter Megumi.
本当にもう泣き叫びながらですけども、新潟時代の悲しさはもう表現ができません。
13-year-old Megumi disappeared November 15th more than 30 years ago in a quiet Niigata neighborhood northwest of Tokyo. Megumi was a middle school student and was scheduled to return from badminton practice at 6:30 that night.
めぐみの弟が2人いますが、弟を連れて家の近所、それから海岸と、それから近くの秋ホテルの庭等も探しましたんですが、めぐみの姿は全く見当たりませんでした。
Police dogs track Megumi's scent to an intersection a few feet from her home. They followed it to a street near the waterfront, but never found her. Investigators thought she'd been kidnapped for ransom, but didn't have evidence. The case went cold for 20 years.
もう煙のように消えたまま何にもわからないという20年間の苦しさは表現のしようがありませんし。
But in January 1997, the Japanese government called with chilling news. Megumi had been spotted alive in North Korea.
見つかった、生きててよかった、すぐに帰ってくるんだっていう感じを受けました。
5 years later, North Korean leader Kim Jong-il apologized for the abduction, then admitted to kidnapping a dozen other Japanese, plucked them off Japanese waters, forced them into spy ships like this one, used them to train North Korean spies, teach them how to look and act Japanese. The Yokotas led the fight to bring the abductees home. North Korea returned 5 of them and claimed Megumi and 7 others had died. This is the death certificate the DPRK sent to the Yokota family along with her remains. Sakie says scientists tested those remains and determined through a DNA test that they didn't belong to her daughter.
拉致問題を通してめぐみが成長した姿とか、偽の船によっていかに嘘をつくことをやっているかということ、いろんなことが分かってきました。
The Yokota's personal tragedy has become a heated political issue in Japan and complicated nuclear disarmament talks with North Korea. Japanese leaders insist North Korea isn't telling the whole story, that there are dozens of others like Megumi who haven't been identified. The governments refuse to normalize relations with North Korea until the abductee issue is resolved.
本当にこの国の本質というものを知っていただいて、そして日本だけでなくて韓国、そして12カ国の国々から拉致をされている人たちがいるということ。
Sakie Yokota says she has uncovered uglier truths. She says her own investigation revealed the Japanese government knew about North Korean abductions in the 1980s but did nothing about it. Now the Yokotas lead a very public mission on behalf of other abductee families. They travel around the world, meet with leaders and the press, plead for help.
楽しかった広島時代の旅行に行った時の写真です。
And with every opportunity, the Yokotas offer glimpses into their private lives in hopes that opens doors to the truth. A picture released by North Korea shows Megumi with her husband, a South Korean abductee. Another shows the couple celebrating their daughter's first birthday. The picture was taken 20 years ago, but Sakie and Shigeru refuse to give up hope their daughter is alive. After more than 30 years of fighting, they say the world is finally paying attention.